guys, so it's time for my May favorites. Here are some things I've been loving this month. Check them out. Number one is this guy. Okay, so this is the Sulwhasoo clarifying mask. Basically, it's like a peel-off mask. So you put it, it's like a really thick jelly-like liquid, and you put it all over your face. And this is one mask. You know, I've always seen those peel-off masks, but it never comes out fully, right? It kind of breaks. This one pretty much comes out like you're shedding your skin. And Weber and I have been addicted to this. We apply it once a week. So you first have to apply like your serum or whatever, because it's pretty strong when you pull it, right? Like it's a full, like actual pulling moment. And you feel like your skin feels so clean and fresh, because it actually is like shedding one layer. I don't know how to explain it, but you're watching this and you know what I mean. Like nothing has been more satisfying for me than this. Like I would do this every night just for the satisfaction of pulling out that mask. Then we have an art favorite, this beauty. So this beauty was gifted to me by the artist that makes them. She makes like, you know, hand sculpted concrete figurines, trays, all of that. Like really beautiful stuff. I saw this one and I was like, I instantly want to get more, and now I'm going to order like these as gifts, because I feel like they're just so beautiful. Like everyone that has come over and seen this is like, how beautiful is this? Favorite movie? King Richard. Okay, so I mean, obviously, I know we can't watch this movie without mentioning Will Smith and the whole fiasco and him winning the Oscar for this movie. But setting that aside, the movie was really, really interesting to watch. And I feel like just to see Venus and Serena and their story and how they played since they were little girls to kind of get to where they are today. And the backstory, you know, their backstory as athletes, their family struggles, all of that, which you don't usually see and hear about with athletes. I feel like it's such an eye-opening movie from that angle, and it's just really well done. Like I really enjoyed watching it, so check it out. Favorite song? You've definitely obviously heard the tune on Instagram. Like, I mean, every alternate reel is this, and it's something you can't escape. I feel like it's a feel-good song. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel alive. It makes you want to dance. Up next, we have a whole lot of like ice lollies or sticks or whatever you call them. Icicles, ice pops. Ice pops is the right word. So this is Skippy. I saw these on Instagram. I believe they were on Shark Tank. That's why I think I saw a mini video on Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, I've always loved these kind of ice pops. When I was a child, like we had them as unbranded random ice pops, right? Like you just got them at school and stuff like that. I think we also used to call them solos. Anyways, whatever you call them, you know what I'm talking about. These are by a brand called Skippy Ice Pops. They come in various flavors. I actually have a lot of them. I ordered a huge pack of 36 by mistake. I meant to try them and I was like, oh, I'll get all the flavors, and I got a lot of all the flavors. So I have 36 of these. They come in multiple flavors. What I like is that there's no artificial color, no artificial flavor, no artificial sweetener, no preservatives. And that you don't have to, they don't have to be frozen. So they arrive like this, you can store them like this, and then you put them in the freezer as you need them and you use them. You know, obviously you eat them frozen if you want to, or you can have them like this if you want pani. So that's another plus for me, because you don't really have to store them in the freezer. They're yummy. You can freeze them on demand, and of course you can get them separately, like the flavors that you like and stuff. I just bought the big bag with all the flavors. So that I can just, you know, have them all summer long, because it's really hot right now and I could do with 10 of these a day. Up next, we have a little piece of my childhood. Big Babool. Okay, so a lot of you grew up having boom, boom, booma, but Big Babool is booma ka like bop, and I used to make really, really big bubbles. I've got two in my mouth right now, trying to soften them to get some bubbles out. Saw these in a store and I bought them, and I just can't stop this bubbling, if you know what I mean. We're out of practice, so okay. Favorite moment. At last, the long lost holiday has happened after over 2 years. So I did go to Delhi for the Cosmo Awards, but that was not really a holiday. It was more like, work, because it was just the awards and I barely really explored Delhi also. Like, I had half a day to do that. But this was like 2 full days of just Vaibhav and I just like, taking off and going somewhere. I feel like it just felt like so good to get out of the city, even though it was not like a proper like flight type scene and all of that. Obviously, it was a holiday close by. You could drive by. It was in Raigad. But just to be able to experience these things, I think, and also right now without the fear of COVID, like the way we've had it, up until now, was just the best feeling. And that is definitely my favorite moment. Then we have my favorite shows. Been watching a whole bunch of stuff on English. And guys, this time there's only one K-drama on my list. What's happening to me? No, actually, I've been working a lot this month, so I haven't had the time to watch a lot. Like usually I would be, binging a lot more than this. And I've also traveled. So yeah, here are my favorite shows. Number 1 is Bullshit. That's the name of the show, and that's the actual premise of the show. You gotta bullshit your way through the show and you like win $1 million. It was crazy. It is so much fun. Like, it started off as like Vaibhav and I just randomly came across it and we were like, we'll watch it for 2 minutes. And we went episode after episode, and both of us finished it in like 2 days. Like, it was crazy because it was so fun to kind of see people bullshit their way. Like, normally I like trivia shows and like, shows where, but you don't normally know the answers, right? Like, most normal people don't know the answers, and then you're like, you feel really dumb watching it. This way, you know that they are also as dumb as us and they are also bullshitting their way through it and still getting money. And yeah, I really enjoyed the show. Selling Sunset reunion. I mean, I thought there'd be a lot more tea, honestly, but it was still masaledar, and it did not disappoint. I mean, it could have been way more masala, but it was good. Then we have the rise and fall of Abercrombie and Fitch. Now, this is a really nostalgic one for me because I grew up in that generation of, like wanting to wear Abercrombie and Fitch and thinking, oh my God, it is so cool. Like those t-shirts with the logo or the jeans. I still remember my best friend Sana had a pair of jeans, which her brother who lived in the US had like brought for her, and I used to borrow them because I wanted to wear them sometimes. Like, that's how obsessed we were with the brand. And it's insane to see this today and see how like it just doesn't work today. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy for me as a person that's been on the other side to see it today and to hear the story and to understand how we've evolved. It also makes me kind of happy to see that we've evolved, in terms of brands, and you can't just get away with anything today and influence people with bad branding. So that was a good one. Season 2 of Bling Empire is out. It was really, really good. Again, I feel like this is like Crazy Rich Asians in like real life. As I said, I think when we watched like season 1, the amount of money these people have is just insane. Like, again, when I watched this together and we kept asking each other, they can't really be this rich, they can't really be this rich, are they really this rich? Because it was just so bizarre sometimes. But again, I feel like with season 2, it's become a little spicier. Like, everyone's more aware of obviously their popularity, the reality angle and the drama and whatever. So I think it has become a little more, like intense. Again, something I binged and finished in a day. Then we have the documentary Our Father. Now, this is a story I read about in the news and heard about a few years ago when it actually happened, like when they caught the guy and stuff like that. But to watch the documentary is just, it's wild. Like, there's a doctor who impregnated women with his sperm, basically. Like, they went in for like IVF and, donor sperms and stuff like that. And he used his own sperm and without their consent or telling them. And years later with DNA testing, people find all these half siblings and whatever, and it's wild. It is wild. Just watch it, and it's unbelievable on so many levels. Working Moms has a new season. Again, a show that I really, really love. It's just one of those seamless, fun shows, and the episodes are short and quick. And if you don't want to watch something and not feel bad about your life, this is the show, because I feel like it shows all these amazing working moms, trying to just make it through each day with their kids and like doing their best at work, at home, etc. And it's just a lovely show. Then the latest one I watched is rather serious. It's Meltdown, 3 Mile Island, which is about a nuclear reactor and a nuclear emergency that we had even before I was born. Okay. Now I really appreciate these documentaries that are coming into the light now on Netflix or other platforms, because these are things we've never heard of, because they happened way before our time, but they were so huge, and we've just completely missed them. So I feel like the fact that they're being highlighted now and we're aware of these things is so important. Like, it may not be it's not a fun show to watch for sure, but it's definitely something that will open your eyes to stuff and be like, oh my god, I can't believe this is what these people went through. The only K-drama I watched, Sound of Magic, which has my darling Wookiee in it. And yeah, it's so good. It's a musical, so it's very different to all the stuff I've watched so far. And I kind of like him. He's in a more mature role, not like the lover, like my lover. So yeah, I think, definitely just watch that. Anything with Wookiee, you have to just watch. Then we have this really cute show called Old Enough. It's Japanese toddlers running errands that are way beyond their years, okay? And it's quite wild. Like a little, tiny kid is going and getting things from a grocery store 1 kilometer away from their house alone, like walking alone, all that. Like, they teach them how to do this. And the commentary is what gets me going, because it reminds me of a show called Takeshi's Castle that used to come when I was a kid, which is a Japanese show, game show. And I remember Javed Jaffrey and someone else used to do the VO in Hindi here. But it sounds like so similar. If you watch it, you'll know. Just watch Old Enough. But even otherwise, Old Enough is really amazing. I'm like, almost like my heart is in my mouth saying, oh, this baby is going to the supermarket alone. Oh my god. Or how is this baby going to cross the road? And it's pretty amazing. Then we come to Hotstar. This Is Us, obviously, is still on my list because it's still on. This is like a slow death, this one episode. But special mention to the Miguel episode. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how I ignored Miguel all these years. Like, I thought he was like a sidey. You know what I mean? Like, he's just there, but he's not like a main character. And then I watched this episode and I wanted to slap myself and be like, how did you not like Miguel all these years, you silly girl? Like, that's how they play with your emotions. If you've still not watched This Is Us, stop this video now, start an episode. Then we have the Kardashians. Now, I'm not a big Kardashian fan, but I do like reality TV. You guys know that. So I do enjoy watching their show. I just don't know what's different in the Kardashians from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It pretty much seems like a more evolved today version of the show. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously, yeah, they got more money and they've shifted networks or whatever, I guess, which is why. But it's not any different is what I feel. Like, I feel like they are more mature because they've obviously done the whole reality scene for so many years. And it's like them telling their story on their own terms. And it's more like, I mean, like classy reality, I guess, now. But it's like the same show could have evolved to this is what I mean, like it doesn't seem like a different show. It just seems like a more polished version of that show, but it's good. Then on Lionsgate TV, we have Gaslit, which is my new favorite show with Julia Roberts. Weber and I have been watching this together. It's episodic. She is so fab in it, and she's fab in anything she does. But yeah, again, a really interesting show, something different and pretty dynamic. On AppleTv, we have Shining Girls, which is again really amazing. It has Elizabeth Moss from Handmaid's Tale and Wagner Moura from Narcos. Amazing. Like, I've watched a few episodes. It's like you're completely glued. Like, it's like a thriller, like it's just watch it. So guys, those were my May favorites, just things I've been loving in May. What have you been loving this month? Comment below and tell me whatever you liked. Shows, movies, food items, literally anything. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!